Barakatah Hawa, Barakatah Hawa Shai, Barakatah Hawa, Barakatah Hawa Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim out there pushing his word in all sincerity and all truth, risking their lives no more so than ever. You know, salutations and peace also to the large multitude, the 1/3, the rest of the men, women, and children whom the Lord has chosen to have mercy upon on his return, and who are diligently seeking his face in sincerity and seeking repentance. You know, that small remnant that has returned unto the mighty power. You know, this lesson is going to be, you know, based on this article, a response to this article, a very short video, you know, hopefully through the Spirit. And it was posted on Russia Today on September 4th, right? And it says, COVID dissident violently arrested after backing Melbourne anti-lockdown protest, but tells Facebook followers not to go, right? So let's first get an understanding of what a dissident is, right? So we can understand what that means. Matter of fact, I believe I can get here, right? So a dissident is a person who opposes official policy, especially that of an authoritarian state. The pastor Elagabad, the video the other day speaking about sedition, right? And brothers in the truth who know, you know, about what's going on, who are sincere, you know, and watching the things that are unfolding and are matching it up with prophecy, know that what we are teaching, what the scriptures is teaching, is sedition. And that we who are out there on the highways and the byways are dissidents. We oppose official policy, you know, by the things that we preach and by some of the things that we do, you know, especially with this COVID spell, you know, that the world has going right now, that the elite has going right now, you know, which one of the brothers in the Kingston camp, you know, brought out as high-level witchcraft. You know, we oppose this. You know, you know, for those of us who are in the know, we know that this is just you know, a front, you know, to bring about certain strict measures, you know, and ultimately the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, you know, and ultimately also a police state, you know, along with that. And we see that, you know, slowly, you know, creeping up on people. And here we have, you know, very, very clear example in Australia, you know, coming to a city near you, yo, right? We have a COVID dissident, so somebody who disagrees with the authority as it relates to the COVID situation was violently arrested after backing a Melbourne anti-lockdown protest in Australia, yo, right? This is coming to a city near you, yo. Akim should, I mean, we've been saying it, the precepts have been saying it, you know, so brothers should expect this. Brothers should expect, you know, that it is a possibility, is a very high likelihood that we will be arrested, right, for speaking the things that we speak, for doing the things that we do, right? And the precepts say it, yo, right? So it reads, days after a pregnant mother was arrested for inciting, right? Let's look up that word inciting. A second here. All right, so the word incite means to encourage or stir up violent or unlawful behavior, to urge or persuade someone to act in a violent or unlawful way, right? So this pregnant woman was arrested for inciting an anti-lockdown protest. Melbourne police came after a self-described freedom fighter who runs a COVID-19 conspiracy network, right? The dramatic arrest was caught on film. James Bartolo, a former soldier, bodybuilder, and a man who, in his own words, fights against the corrupt and failed system, during the COVID-19 lockdown, live streamed a video of himself arguing with the police on his doorstep in the early mornings. Law enforcers, among them armed uniformed soldiers, demanded that he open the door and let them in and search to serve a search warrant for allegedly inciting an anti-lockdown protest planned for this Saturday in Melbourne. Right? Bartolo countered by saying he told people not to go on his Facebook page. You are legally trespassing and you will be charged. If you break anything, you will be prosecuted. But the lead detective seemed in no mood to hear the legal argument. Open the door or I'll force it. I'm not playing a game. All right, and here we have the video, and I'll just play it here so brothers can see it, you know.
Just gotten up What?
Are you going to open the door, yes or no?
Give me a minute.
No, now.
Well, what is this in regards to? What's it in regards to? You haven't told me anything.
Incitement.
Incitement for what?
You know you've spoken to your colleagues online, I know.
I told them not to go to the protest.
Well, come and tell
Is
me
that-
that.
Well, I'm telling you right now. I can speak to you right now.
Open the door. Now.
Why do you want me to open the door when I'm speaking to you guys right now?
We're going to have to break it.
Why?
Authorises forced entry.
What? Just explain what you're doing first, and then perhaps I'll comply easily. But you're just yelling. You got people everywhere. Explain. Just talk to me properly. Like, what is going on? You've just rocked up with force. Got no idea. Like early in the morning. Can you just explain, and then I will open the door? What's it to do with? Yeah, hold on. What's it to do with, though? What have I done?
Come down and open the door.
No, you didn't tell me.
We did.
Wait. Yeah, okay, search warrant for what? What are you suspecting me of doing?
Don't say anything more to him. He said he's going to come downstairs. He's not, so...
Yeah, to do with what? No, if you do that, I will charge every single one of you. I'll take you to court, and you're going to lose. Look at that no trespassing sign, yeah? There's 7 court case precedents from the Supreme and High Courts of Australia.
You said you're coming down, you're not?
Yeah, because I'm trying to talk to you first. You're not telling me what you're doing.
Told you.
Yeah, what's it? Search warrant for what? What gives you the authority to have a search warrant? Whoa, you do that. You know what? Leave my shit. Don't break my stuff, you fucking retard. Hey, stop breaking my shit. Leave my shit. Whoa. Yeah, okay. All right, stop. I'll stop. Okay.
All right, that's pretty much it. All right, so you see what's happening there, yo. All right. So the officers then searched Bartolo's house using a mobile phone and laptops along with 5 samurai swords. He was charged with incitement, possession, and prohibited weapons and 2 counts of resisting police. The dramatic arrest, however, seems to have had little effect on Bartolo, who runs a conspiracy Facebook group called Conscious Truth Network. Hours after the standoff, he appeared on his live page telling followers that he was all good and in good spirit. In the meantime, he cautioned the audience against attending the Saturday process as it was a trap, yo. Right? Bartolo has been actively promoting the planned anti-lockdown protests as Melbourne's Shrine of Remembrance in recent days, but his latest video suggested the venue was so crowded that police that no one will be able to get in. Right? So this is a perfect example, you know, of some. Here we have the other one. Aussie police satisfied with arrest of pregnant woman over anti-lockdown message. She described it as a scary kidnapping, right? So that's another article that's speaking about the other arrest, right? So these people are being arrested, right, for sedition, pretty much, right, for inciting people to protest against government lockdown measures, yo, right? Now, I must make this clear. No member of GMS should be promoting protesting, yo, and violence against the government. No member of GMS should be doing that, right? What we do is go out there and we speak the truth according to the scripture, and we say, thus saith the Lord, and we read out the prophecies that are written in these precepts, right? Those prophecies also include the downfall and the destruction of mainly America, which is Babylon the Great, you know, and a lot of these other nations, yo, right? So we do prophesy that race wars and civil unrest will come, you know, to the Western world, especially America, yo. But we do not incite it, right? Even though we know Esau will interpret it as us inciting that, yo, and sooner or later, you know, the men of the Lord will be brought up, yo. They will come for us, yo. Just as though they're coming for people now in Australia. It's a short step now to come to the Western world, yo. Right? Let me just get a few precepts and wrap it up. This is Luke chapter 21, right? And I'll read from verse 12. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you and deliver you up to the synagogues and to prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake, and it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your heart not to meditate before what ye shall answer, for I'll give you a mouth and wisdom, which your adversary shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents brethren, kinsfolk, friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but there shall not an hair of your head perish. In your patience possess ye your souls, yo. So this is a warning that the Messiah gave to us, yo. John 15, all right, and I'll speak from verse 19. All right, matter of fact, let me read from verse 18. If the world hate you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love his own, but because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours. But all these things they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not sinned, but now they have no cloak for their sins, yo. Right? Moving on. This is Isaiah chapter 59, and I'll read from verse 14. And judgment is turned away backward, and justice standeth afar off. For truth is fallen in the street, and equity cannot enter. Yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. Right? You go out there and you speak the truth, you make yourself a prey to the government, yo. Right? Hey, I believe it's Voltaire, the philosopher Voltaire, that had a quote that said, pretty much being in opposition to the government is a very dangerous thing, yo. Right? And that's the position that we are in, yo. Right? And the Lord saw it, and it displeased him because there was no judgment. Right? Finally, we're going to wrap up with 2 Ezra chapter 16 and read from verse 70. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. Speaking about the RFID microchip, yo. And they that consent to them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot. And here's the point here in red. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, yo. Let's look up that word insurrection. Right? So the word insurrection means a violent uprising against authority or government. Right? So it will be the other way, yo. Right? There will be a violent uprising against the men of the Lord, yo. Against those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Right? But shall take away and waste, they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Right? But brothers need not worry, yo. Yes, some of us may be put to death. Right? Yes, some of us may suffer wrongfully, yo. Right? But we have to keep in mind also, right, other things that the precept has said, yo. Right? Let me get this other precept just as soon as it loads up, and I'll stop off there. Alright, this is I believe it's Isaiah 59. Yep, same Isaiah 59. Alright. So let's just move on to verse. Let's read from where we stopped. Alright, verse 16 says, and he saw there no man, and wondered that there was no intercessor. Therefore his arm brought salvation unto him, and his righteousness he sustained him. For he put on righteousness as a breastplate. This is speaking about Yahushai. And an helmet of salvation upon his head, and he put on the garments of vengeance for clothing, and was clad with zeal as a cloak. According to their deeds, according he will pay fury to his adversaries, recompense his enemies. To the islands he will repay recompense. So shall they fear the Lord, the name of the Lord from the east to the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. So we have to have faith in that, yo. Right? But also know that some of us will be put to death according to Luke, yo. Right? And according also to the book of Revelation, when it speaks about your brethren who will be beheaded, for Yahushai's sake, yo. Right? But some brothers will receive spiritual power and rise up. Right? So brothers, be prepared, yo. Be prepared mentally, be prepared spiritually. This is what's coming, yo. It started, and this is what's coming. Call halal Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rakako. That shall give me the spirit to do this lesson. Shalom.